What is going on, Onewheel riders and fans out there? The time has come. It's time to customize my board. I've been riding it stock other than the Amazon fender for a few months now, and I'm tired of seeing it the way it is. The blue is getting old, and we got some stuff to change that. But first things first, we're gonna open up a package that was sent out to us by a company called SynergyWiz. They reached out, asked if I wanted to test out their product, and of course I said yes. They have a very innovative product that's supposed to make the life of a Onewheel owner easier. So we're gonna go ahead and get the Onewheel cleaned up, and we'll go ahead and get that installed.
Perfect.
Well, that's the cleanest this Onewheel's been in a long time. Oh, we missed a spot. I definitely do not baby this thing. I ride it like an off-road utility vehicle. I literally use it every single day to transport me back and forth between the farm. When this tire wears out, I'll definitely be getting a treaded tire. But the highlight of today's video is what's in this package. So in today's video, we're going to be installing and testing out the glider for the Onewheel Plus XR. So I don't know too much about this, but from what I do know, these Onewheels have bumpers in the front and the rear. Basically what they do is they protect the battery. As you can see here, mine have taken a lot of abuse, but they've held up really well. I like to carve a lot, and sometimes I carve and hit the concrete and asphalt, so it wears down these corners a lot. But other than that, the stock bumpers have done me well. So from my understanding, there's two bumpers in here. One for the front that replaces the stock one that has a handle on it, and the rear one has a set of wheels. So even just while filming this video, I've been carrying this thing back and forth, and the Onewheel is not light. Even the pint. These things are just so well built, and the batteries alone weigh a lot. And you might not think 30 pounds sounds like a lot, but they're not the easiest thing to carry, and they're kind of awkward. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this works out, but you should be able to just roll this thing around like a suitcase, and I'm looking forward to see if it works. But enough talking, let's get this package opened up. So upon opening up the package, we have two sets of bumpers, one with the wheels and one with the handle. As you can see, this is all 3D printed, so pretty cool stuff. And this company is based out of St. Petersburg, Florida. But even though these things are awkward to carry, I myself really don't have that much trouble. But Alexis, on the other hand, could benefit from this more. So I think we're actually gonna install it on her board. So I'm gonna go grab hers and we'll get this thing installed.
Perfect.
Now let's move to the rear where the magic happens. So on the bumpers, they have these little brass fittings, and I think what just happened on this side is it stripped out in the plastic. So hopefully we can either just pull it off with force, or I don't know what we're gonna do. And that is exactly what happened. Actually, both of these are broken. All right, we got wheels going on. Well, you guys, we got the glider system completely installed. I've got to say, it's pretty sweet. I tested it out a little bit. I'll show you here in a few, but it does work exactly as described, and it's definitely going to help Alexis out. It's really cool how glossy this is, being 3D printed as well. Glide on, SynergyWiz. Come up here, we got the handle. This is their version 2.3, but it just snaps in. And when you want to use it, you snap it out. I've got really big hands, so it's a little tight in there, but for the average size person, it'll do just fine. And boom. Very easy to pick up. And with this cutout here, it still gives you access to the regular one-wheel handle, which is nice. But to shut it, it just snaps in and good to go. It fits in there pretty tight, so I don't think it's gonna come out while riding. But yeah, let's see how she rolls through. Oh, rolls through grass just fine. So I'm 6'4" with a 36-inch inseam, and I thought I was gonna have a hard time, have to bend over a little bit so it didn't drag, but it works perfect. The way the design is, you can pretty much stand it straight up and it's not gonna drag. It's still gonna ride on the wheels, but Alexis is 5 foot even, so we don't have to worry about that. It'll work perfectly for her. Now, one thing I wasn't too sure about was stopping. So when getting off the proper way, you're lifting up the heel on your front foot under 1 mile an hour, it'll cut off and you'll come to a stop. Now the tail is gonna hit the ground, and if you're on an incline, it's gonna keep moving. And sure enough, it does, but I don't think it's an issue. I'll show you guys right here. So it does roll a little bit, but nothing to worry about, and you can just hop off. The bearings aren't really fast enough, and it's actually kind of fun. When going the other way, you can use it like fangs. So it does roll a very little bit once you hop off of it, so that could be annoying for some. But if you are a smaller person, don't have the most strength, even for me, it's a struggle lugging this thing around sometimes. And it's just more so awkward than anything with that big tire in the middle. This is definitely a cool design. If you want to pick one up for yourself, it'll be down in the description below. It works as advertised, and it could come in handy in a lot of situations. If you live in a city and you use this thing to commute with, it's a no-brainer. You might as well get one of these. It will save your back, and you can carry this thing around like a luggage bag. I know they're coming out with another version, not sure if it's up yet, but it would be really cool if they included some fangs for the front, because then you'll have front and rear wheels, which would be a lot of fun, and then you get the added benefit of the nosedive protection. I did almost eat it a minute ago trying to hop on this thing. I was more so trying to see how much it would roll, and it rolled, and the thing got away from me, and I almost fell down pretty bad. But you just have to be conscious that the wheels are there. Just like learning to ride the one wheel, it's a little bit of a learning curve getting on and off of it, but like the one wheel, once you're aware of how it works, it won't be an issue. And for the person that uses this thing in their daily life, just rolling it into the office, rolling it through stores, the mall, the wheels roll super smooth, so you're not gonna be making a whole lot of noise. And say you go out on a mission and your battery dies unexpectedly, you're not gonna have to carry this thing over your head for a few miles. I've had to do that once or twice, and it's not fun. I kind of just kept switching arms when one would get tired and balancing it on my head for a bit. So like I said, there's a lot of situations where this thing will save you, and just in general make your life easier. So let me know what you guys think. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave it in the comments below. I'll gladly answer them. And shout out to SynergyWiz. Go give them a follow on their social media pages. I look forward to seeing what they come out with next. But before Alexis gets home, let's go take her one wheel out and have some fun. The one wheel has been something that Diesel has enjoyed a lot, because if you know German Shepherds, they're high drive dogs, and usually most of them don't get the exercise they deserve. And a lot of the dogs that quote unquote have these issues as far as being too hyper and just not being obedient is due to lack of exercise. They can't function properly unless they're getting the right amount of exercise. He's finally just starting to get back into shape, and since I've gotten into fitness and everything, he's just been loving it, and I can just tell he's a lot happier. Obviously, the glider does not change the way the one wheel rides at all, but it is a cool sensation being able to tail slap and you still keep rolling, which is pretty cool. But I'm really happy that a lot of people like watching these one wheel videos. It's something that I really like to do. This is really one of the ways that I like to relax, unwind, clear my head. There's no engine noise or anything. It's just nice to ride, do like up to 20 miles an hour silently, and just hear everything that's going on around you, especially out here in nature where I like the one wheel the most. You can also creep up on things. Me and Diesel. Diesel, come here! Aw, you buffoon! You turd. And even after hitting all of those bumps and going pretty fast off-road, the handle still hasn't clipped out of position, and it hasn't happened to me yet, and I don't think it will. As you can see there is a cutout for the LEDs in the front, but it does block them a little bit. The rear one's pretty much wide open. But this is the glider from SynergyWiz. Awesome product. For being 3D printed, the fit and finish is top notch. If you want to pick this up for yourself, it'll be linked down in the description below. Super awesome product, and it'll definitely be helpful in a lot of scenarios. I'm gonna go ahead and save the upgrades to my one wheel for a future video. So if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications on so you don't miss out. Plenty of one wheel videos coming soon. Leave a like if you enjoyed this one. But until tomorrow's video, I'll see y'all then.